J360 TV. J360 Productions.
You know, I think when families are like, no, we want to keep grandma around as long as we can. We're going to put her in a home. Like, please don't do that to me.
I mean, there's ways to go about things. I'm just saying, like, you know.
I don't want to be an old man, end up on the news, and then I'm at security footage where, like, I'm getting smacked in the back of the head by, like, some disgruntled 30-year-old nurse, you know, that couldn't be a real nurse. They just had to work at a nursing home.
Oh,
for
yeah.
old people, you know.
It's just... Wow, what a way to go, Marco. All right, now.
That's what but dude, you hear it all the time though. Like, these people get abused to death almost.
Well,
and you're
yeah.
like, I'd rather not, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
No, no thank you, dude.
No.
I'm good.
I'm trying to make sure I stay at my house, you know what I mean? I ain't got time to be moved out and shit.
I want to go the old-fashioned way, you know how they used to go out. Old man gets in his car, drives through a farmer's market, crashes into a light pole, and then boom, I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if y'all...
You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's farmer's market.
That's the way to do it, man. Like...
It's impactful, it's surprising, you know, it makes people, it starts a conversation about, you know, how old should you be able to still drive yourself, you know, all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, once, you know, it's like this. Okay, say, like, all of us get older, as we do, and when we do get really, really old and stuff, we have, like, a hangout, which is, like, an old country buffet or something. And
is that going to be J360's hangouts?
Yeah, I think that's going to be us.
Yeah, I mean, we should start a restaurant. It's
and
just
then,
old... Yeah.
Yeah, and then as we're all sitting at the table, whoever is not at the table anymore, the Reaper got him, and then it's a race for all of us. We're enjoying our Deadpool, you know? But,
that'd be dope.
Have you seen Space Force lately? Nah, man. He been gone a week ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I think families that, like, when you try to force the loved one to live forever, it's like, how much of this is for you and how much of this is for them?
Right.
You know. And I think if it's for them, then you gotta check yourself as soon as possible on that one. You know. I don't know.
It just gets you thinking sometime, man. Like, you know. And then at the end of the day, if you did know them and stuff like that, enjoy them while they're here. Like, I say that all the time to, like, my cousins and stuff. They're like, you know, Jay, you should hang out with us more. I'm like, dude, I was broke, had no jobs and stuff going on, and plenty of time. You could have hung out with me then. Now that I got a lot of momentum and I'm becoming that CEO, you know, I gotta work.
Yeah, it becomes a thing where, like, I think people forget that, like, social media doesn't count as actual real life. And I think when they think they're posting a bunch of shit, they think that they're, like, living. So that when people are like, we should hang out more, they don't realize that that was 8 weeks ago, and that was in between, you know, somebody going, like, on a Twitter spree, or, like, going places only to post them on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you value the person for real, you're going, like you said, you're going to make the time. And that even comes down to, like, your grandma.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
like, there's a reason why I don't stream on Mondays unless it's really, really important.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, I think one thing that 2020 taught us too is that, like, you gotta kind of respect the process of life, man. I think the reason why people freak out the most during 2020 is because they had to face the reality that, like, you know, they're saying shit. If you haven't treated your body well, if you've been a smoker, like, of course, obviously, your lungs are going to be susceptible to infection because no shit, right?
Usually,
And then it's
yeah.
like, yeah, and then people had to sit here and realize, it's like, oh my god, have I just been treating my body like shit? You know what I mean? And I think that's what scared people the most. Is like, I don't want to die. All I've done is send dick pictures on Snapchat. You know, like your life hasn't meant anything so far.
Yeah, you didn't
know
make
what I
no
mean?
impacts at all. So it's like,
Yeah,
but the thing about it is, people run around thinking deaf has an age limit, college has an age limit, and all that shit. It doesn't.
No,
You know,
it
you can go
doesn't at all.
anytime.
as Will Smith said, I'm a student of life, which means that you never stop. You never stop learning. Yeah. I hate that phrase that it came from Will Smith, but he's right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
It's
ever
like-
since he
it's-
did the
it's
little red
cringy,
table,
but-
he knows.
I mean, you get in one entanglement after the other, and then you think, you know, I should
Yeah.
learn from this, like a student.
Yeah.
Students learn.
Yeah.
I should learn. My wife keeps fucking strangers we let in our house like straight dogs.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where is the dog? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, it's all those kind of things and stuff. Like, have meaningful conversations. Like, I could go ahead and talk about all the J360 shows, but, you know, I was there. I lived them. I'd rather talk about
Yeah.
something else, you know?
Yeah. I want to talk about how Stephen Hawking just looks like a melted Bill Gates in a chair.
Or he used to. He's not alive anymore, man. He's gone.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I forgot. But let's be honest, was that living?
No,
But
it
here's
wasn't.
that's what. Thank you. See, that goes to your point though. Was that living? Let me sit in the fucking chair, and people can debate if I'm a chair or if the chair's alive, and I'm the dummy, I'm the prop. You know,
I mean,
like,
old boy
me
was
go.
hanging in there, though, but he definitely left, okay? You know, that's the thing.
yeah,
He was decaying away. I mean, you know who looked
Yeah.
like him, actually, during his last days? Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor looked exactly like Stephen Hawking during his last days. And old Chadwick Boseman was fading away, too, so,
I know.
you know?
But that goes to show you though, dude. Like you said, like mortality's got to be respected, man. You got to like, you know,
Yeah,
really just remember that shit.
yeah. Like, when it all comes to an end, man, I'm gonna go out with a smile. I'm a shit, then I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out with a smile, but, you know.
I know. You know, it's so funny. Every time I watch a movie, knowing that fact, dude, like, you watch a movie and you watch, like, John Wick, you know? And
Yeah.
He, like, he empties out a nightclub in super cool fashion, and then you start to think to yourself, that club probably smells like absolute shit right now.
Oh, yeah.
With all the runny dookies everywhere and shit
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
a lot.
Like,
It's a lot for the coroner to clean up, you know.
yeah, it would make you never want to, like, stab somebody to death in a fist fight, because I don't want to risk getting shit on me.
Right?
So I'm shooting everybody from like 50 feet away. That's cool. You want to do all your like gun fu, jujitsu shit, but I have this rocket launcher for a reason, and I know all the bad guys are in there. So I'm shooting it once, and I'm out of here.
And then you know you can see all the shit stain flying from all that. So you gotta go ahead and get like your riot shield and
That'd be the dopest. That'd be the dopest movie of all time. Like you the bad guy, but it's mostly just shit because he shit himself.
well, not only that, he was complete shit to begin with.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, and then you're like, wait a minute, what is that smell? I mean, this thing smells like absolute shit.
Yeah. What another possibility, right?
Yeah. There should be a fighting game where, like, the game is super basic, and, like, at the very end, when you beat that person to death, they just shit themselves. But how they shit themselves is different every single time, and there's, like, about 1,000 different animations.
Well, and the
You
way
know.
the way we went about that research was we looked at Elvis's last rites, and we figured
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah,
how
I
he went
know.
out, bruh.
I know. Oh. Am I playing as a Karen?
Yeah, you're playing that. Yeah, you are. But this is the cool
Damn.
Karen, though, the one that actually can fight instead of talking all sorts of shit. Of course, she does talk shit.
The coolest thing to me is her quote is, "I want to speak to the manager."
Oh shit, yeah. I want to see the manager.
Can I
Boy,
speak
I
to
tell
the
you,
manager?
every generic person in the world loves that phrase.
You know, everybody rolls their eyes when somebody says that, especially when it's like not for a good reason. Like
Yeah.
it's not worthy of speaking to the manager. You know, like.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't return this open gallon of milk? Can I speak to your manager? It's like, man, you drank out of it. Like, no.
No, you cannot bring it back.
Yeah, it expires in 2 weeks, and 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks, you know? Like, it's not my fault you decided to finally drink it, so.
Due to COVID laws, we can't do any. We need COVID laws. You heard what I said. Damn it, I'm the manager. Nah.
Yeah, I know. It's man, like the guy in the GameStop.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah. That was some crazy shit, by the way.
The funny thing is, if you called that guy Karen, he'd be like, "Thank you, finally somebody understands," you know?
Yeah. Which is why you don't want to give him any victory, so you spell it differently.
Yeah. I spell Karen Carl.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm dyslexic like that.
Have a good day, sir. Oh, you motherfucker!
Don't let the door hit you on the pussy on the way out, sir.
Yeah, you know.
Confuse him, or he's like, "Wait a minute, that was an insult to a woman, but if I say that I don't have one, I'm gonna melt. I'm gonna explode."
Well, with all that processing going wrong, I'm surprised you didn't already. Get him out the store, though. I don't want to clean carpet.
He called it processing. You know what's so funny? Like, did you see? I mean, you're not a California resident yet, as we've discussed, but did you see the Caitlyn Jenner is gonna run for governor?
Yeah, I saw that
here?
shit. I was like, come on, man. I mean, like,
No,
for real?
you're not for it.
No. Hell no.
Everybody thinks I'm joking when I say this, but I think she's a better option than fucking whatever Pelosi's nephew's name is that we have here.
Oh, you mean Gavin Newsom?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't agree with that either. But you know, the thing about it is, you could have had somebody a lot better than both of them. To be honest with you, I mean, if it's really that damn important.
Right. I just think it was funny that they recalled Gavin Newsom, and all of a sudden California was back open the next day.
Right.
Like they had 4 million signatures, and he was like, "Hey, guess what? You can go outside, whip your dick out, take your mask off.
Well,
I don't give a shit."
At that way, he realized I can get my name recognition and everything else. I can keep my status. I opened your state. So what got you again?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
Now find another reason to complain. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only reason why you're so focused on my policies, because everyone's not distracted anymore.
That's it.
You know? But if you can get distracted and go get drunk on the weekends again, you'll become another... Oh,
there it is.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, damn. Hey, I got time, man. I mean, it's not like I got to go anywhere at
good.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So. Start it up again.
You know what I'm forgetting too? Everyone's home because of the 3-day weekend. So a lot of these servers, the bandwidth is going to get crunched a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So it's all gravy.
Well, what happened at the end of that climatic battle is that Sagat managed to get a scar from Ryu, even though he already had it, because this is after Street Fighter 1.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I mean, like I said, if anything, you can go for somebody new if you want to, but they gotta be beneficial, and there's gotta be something here that's actually gonna help you. Of course, it's all agenda-based anyway, but the point is, it's gotta be something that'll work. You know what I mean? It's like after a while, you'll get tired of celebrities doing this and all the other shit. I've been meaning to ask you.
Last thing we need is more rash decisions, you know what I mean? Like, after 2020.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? Did you mean to ask me what?
I've been to ask you, what did Arnold Schwarzenegger do for your state while he was governor? Was he good, or what was he?
Well, one thing, he's a liar because he never came back.
Oh, yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, I get
that. Actually, I can't even remember. I don't know.
I mean, that was a wild race too, because he was against Gary Coleman there for a little bit.
Yeah, and Mary Carey, a porn star and a little person.
Yeah.
You know, if anyone hasn't realized, Caitlyn Jenner running for governor for California is not that shocking.
No, it isn't.
Compared to the shit we've been through. You know?
That's why I sat there and I think I might have talked about it on the mini bite, and that kid didn't even make it to the main show. That's why I talked about it. I was like, really, a reality star going for public office? Not exactly news. Okay.
Nothing new. And then the ironic part is most politicians want to end up becoming reality stars because some of them just want to be in the fucking news 24/7.
Yeah, because C-SPAN ain't enough. Yeah.
Right. Tonight on C-SPAN or CSI.
Somehow we're still on the air.
Yeah, I know. I feel like C-SPAN should, you know what C-SPAN should really do? Because it's just like straight up coverage of congressional meetings and shit like that, like government proceedings. I think C-SPAN should replace every single major 24/7 news channel.
Oh, really?
I think that's the only way we're going to get actual coverage of government proceedings without a news anchor, without manipulation. You're going to just, if you want to tune in to see what happens tonight in your local government or, you know, in the White House or in the Senate, you know what channel to fucking turn to. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't need somebody to explain these things to you like a baby, like a kindergarten teacher. Tonight, the president said he thinks that this thing's a bad idea. So, I don't like that. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
Like, why do you need somebody to explain it to you, stupid?
Dude,
Like,
nowadays you need it
focus.
like, oh man, like needing somebody to explain stuff to you. Like, oh, we can go on with this. Remember,
It makes it condescending. Like when someone's telling you the news like that, you're just like, "Fuck you! I don't need you to explain it to me.
right? But
I
you
can
know,
I can see it with my eyes."
yeah, if you had them, you know, things like that.
Speaking of which, you know, R.I.P. Stevie Wonder's alive. Ray Charles.
Yeah, there you go. But while you're on the subject, keep an eye out for Twitter, because they'll go ahead and
Oh,
they'll
no.
trend somebody in a minute.
Yeah, I know, for no reason.
I mean, but what I was trying to say regarding explaining stuff down to you, did you ever have like transmissions come on and tell you to wash your hands like every hour on the hour back in 2020? Because I did. I was like,
You
who doesn't
did?
know to? Yeah, I was like, who doesn't know to wash their fucking hands?
Were you trying to escape New York or something? What, you were getting like transmissions?
Well, I think, man, I don't know. I think I
Oh, you
was
know
in
what?
prison
I
there
get,
for a
I
little
get,
bit.
my bad. I get what you're saying. We're like, yeah, we're like, even the whole, like, when your cell phone would opt you in automatically to be like, we're going to send you COVID exposure alerts so
Yeah.
you can wash your hands and fucking blow your nose and remember to wipe your ass and brush your teeth.
Yep, that's the world we were living in. So
Yeah, it blew my mind that the news and local news had to remind people to wash their hands. Like, excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that should have been the wake-up call to everybody, you know, like, give you the stats. Like, yes, coronavirus is out there, but if you take your cell phone to the restroom, did you know your cell phone also has fecal matter on it? You know, and you're putting it to your fucking ear and eyeball, you know, and then you're touching your screen and touching your eye and touching your mouth.
Yeah,
You should probably
touch it
not
all
take
over.
your phone to the restroom. Yeah, like, you should probably not take your phone to the restroom so much, and also you should probably wash your hands on a regular basis.
And wash
Sick
your
piece of
ass
shit.
and everything. Yes.
Yeah.
Like really clean
Also-
yourself.
Also, wear a condom.
Yeah.
Like, and all that shit, like, that's great, the mask and yada yada yada, but just so you know, like, you're gonna get syphilis before you get COVID if you keep fucking around like this.
Yeah, but you
what I'm
know,
saying?
yeah.
You dirty piece of shit.
But you know, penicillin's been around, and that actually helps. I'm just kidding.
Right. Except if you get the herp, you know?
Oh,
Herp alert.
well, if we're well, hey, one crisis at a time, man. Look.
Yeah. I'm living my own crisis right now.
Shit.
And I need a phone to give me the herp alert. Oh shit!
alert.
Wait.
Oh!
Yeah, did I get it?
Yeah, you did. You did.
My bad. That was close.
No,
that was close.
man.
Like,
That's shoot. That's all right. Like,
good
about-
one. I like that. That's pretty solid. It's about time. Fuck you, man.
you know it's true. You know it's true.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's about time.
Yeah.
When I'm not acting like a full clown, I can kind of focus, you know.
Well, it's just like what I say when I play like BioShock and all that shit. And you know, I always say like I'm good when I give a damn, and I just don't right now. Like,
Yeah. I think our Halo tourneys prove that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think like we all shine when we want to focus in, and when we're just digging around, it's quite obvious.
And then there's times where, you know, yours truly doesn't have to really be the ultra best because he's the host. Homeboy
Yeah,
working.
that's another thing too. Is like there's no command for needing to be like the slickest player if you're trying to also moderate.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. Another lost connection. It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's not
I mean, it
official.
happens when we're.
It's not officially tournament night anyway. We're just having a good time.
Yeah. Also, too, let's be honest. Capcom servers have been a little. They've been a little finicky.
Yeah, I blame Resident Evil 8. Damn you! I'm just kidding.
Good point, though. Good point.
Eh.
Even before this, though, like remember we tried the other Street Fighter, the Infinite, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and it didn't work. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it didn't work at all. It happens.
Eh.
I'm gonna use some rando. There we go.
Hey, Sakura is not a rando, damn it. She's a wonderful
You
person.
son of a bitch.
You biscuit eater.
Yeah. You know what's gonna be dope? All the new consoles, you know, like the PS5 and the Series X.
Yeah.
By the time they're fully available again, they're gonna be on sale, which is gonna be sweet.
That actually sounds a pretty good idea, but
Yeah.
what is the whole thing causing that, man? Is it really like a microchip problem? Like me and Blastbass were talking about that not too long ago.
Supposedly, I think it's more of the manufacturing the chips problem right now to get them
okay.
out. You know? Yeah. I don't know about. I mean, I know there was. I don't know. I know there was like some issues with the PS5s here and there a bit. I don't really remember because honestly, if I can't buy either one of them, I'm probably not getting anything about them.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't know.
Well, I just invested in retro gaming, so I really don't care. You know what I mean?
I'm more invested in my retro porn gaming, which is just me and my Leisure Suit Larry console.
Oh, Leisure Shoot Larry hasn't been porn. That doesn't count. It's in the title though, but that doesn't count.
Do you remember that phase of gaming where it was like BMX Triple X and like there was some game you could buy that was like quasi trivia game, right? Like Flash real-time interaction videos. But at the same time, it was just to see if like a chick got an answer wrong, she'd have to like show her tits or something like that.
Oh yeah. Was it a guy
On
game or
Xbox?
something?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It was that stupid shit. Yeah, I remember.
That's so sick. Those are on consoles for kids to buy. BMX Triple X. I rented that game. I was like a kid. What the fuck is wrong with the world, dude?
Well, it doesn't help that, you know, some of them girls that guy had on that guy game and shit, they were like 14. They were not even of age.
I think the same thing happened to the Girls Gone Wild.
Oh, look.
Right? Oh my God.
Well, you know what? Since you got a little bit more, I guess you did win this one.
Yeah. Take it. I'll take what I can get, you know?
Yeah. Even though I got the 6 ones on record, and you got like,
That-
well,
two.
it could have been your 2. All right, one more go round, bro.
For sure.
Ah,
Let's
man.
do this.
And I just wish that they had Street Fighter 5 on Xbox One. It's such a missed opportunity.
I'm surprised that I'm really surprised that like there's not some sort of new version for the console for all consoles now after that like timed exclusive madness
No.
they tried to pull.
I wonder if it's because of Evo, but then again, it shouldn't be.
I think so because Sony buy out Evo, so now Sony owns the event or something like that.
Yeah. Well, see, it's always those backdoor power plays, man. You know, things like that. Kind of like this one. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, as the kids say.
Yeah, they say a lot of shit, man. Don't listen to them. All right, now then. That's awful, ain't it?
And then tell me why Greta Thunberg is doing UN meetings.
She's been doing it for a while now.
I know. But okay, dude. Do I seem crazy when I'm like, why are all these adults listening to this child?
Because she's the, because she's the Democratic plant. I mean, she's like their one.
Yeah, she's like the Neo. She's like the kid who's bending the spoon in the Matrix.
She's the one that's gonna push every agenda.
Right. Once you wrap your mind around, there is no ozone layer.
And when
and
I
you
go,
can bend what.
go
bend
on.
it to whatever you want. No, you're good.
Yeah. I know you had to get that all out, but see, the reason why I say that is because every time if somebody or a politician is up for re-election or to look good, they'll always find somebody that's in the news like that, and then they will take them and use them as their way of being relevant to the populace. It's the same thing for like when that one woman in Texas didn't, no, it was either Texas or Indiana, something like that, didn't grant like the marriage rights to same-sex couples. So she became like this big thing for the Republican Party.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like that.
Like a poster child.
Yeah. Ugly ass poster child, by the way. But yeah.
You know, it's so crazy though. You say that, and the sickest part is like, isn't that just like a modern day version, or like a Western world version of like child soldiers?
Might as well be. Yeah.
Like you're raising these kids to fight your political battles for you. How mentally destructive is that shit?
Until they realize it, yeah, and you use them up.
And the funny thing is, they won't realize it. You know, it's so much easier to convince somebody that they're on the right side of whatever argument. You know, it's like how they say, like, you know, let's use like the cliche, but the proper cliche, where like racism is, you're not born with it, you're taught racism, right?
Right.
So it's like that kid can grow up forever thinking that what his grandpa and crazy ass uncle said was true, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is like, there you go. That kid's gonna go on, and it'll be another 40 years till he fucking snaps out of it. And in that 40 years, there's a chance something really, really bad could happen with those beliefs in his head. You know, like, oops, my bad. That's the other scary thing too, where it's like, I don't know. I think getting the kids in political circles like that is fucking dangerous, dude. Let her live her life. You know, like,
it is dangerous.
In a month from now, she might not even give a fuck. Like, she's a kid.
I mean, if she's away from it too long, but you gotta figure this. Her parents did this shit. You know? And it's like, they're the ones pushing it. And one way or another, when you get to that point, they're the ones that are going to keep it going because, hey, that might be money, and she can't collect it on her own yet, right? So
that's true. It's like the Macaulay Culkin situation.
Yeah.
You know, the parents collect the check because you're not 18 yet. That's what I'm saying, too, is like, you know she's getting paid for the speaking engagements. I don't think Greta Thunberg wakes up and goes, you know what I really want to do today? I want to have a conversation about N95 masks. You know what I mean? Like, no kid thinks that. Every kid wakes up and they want to eat Captain Crunch. They want to watch SpongeBob or some memes or whatever. You know? Watch some PewDiePie videos. And go do some sort of Fortnite dance outside somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what kids do, but I guess, like, that might be a way. You know, that might be life for them.
But, hey, as it should be, things should change overall. It's kind of like when you have adults come up and they're like this, you know, I don't like new Rugrats. New Rugrats isn't the same as old Rugrats. No shit, you're like over 30. Maybe you should be going to fucking work. Maybe, like, for real, shouldn't be worrying about what Paramount Plus does unless you work for them.
I also think there should be a rule in terms of, like, adults and, like, children type shit, where, like, I don't think an adult who's old enough to vote, well, I think if you're a registered voter, you shouldn't be able to have TikTok. I don't want to see you lip sync. I don't want to see you do a funny little dance. I don't want to see you do, like, some fucking dumb meme dance thing, right? I think you should be doing other stuff with your time, because you're a grown man. You know?
Grown individual, yeah, really.
Yeah.
But some of these people haven't grown since. Arrested Development is a thing.
Yeah. I think Arrested Development, too, if anything about modern day technology has taught us anything, is you can induce arrested development in people.
You can.
You know?
All you gotta have is a real convincing argument. And then, like, follow that argument to the T where it gets ingrained, and then it stays right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That's all you need.
That's so crazy, man.
Because, like, have you looked at some of those things dealing with incels and stuff? Because remember when I did that public deep dive and I was like, yeah, see, this is some sad shit. Somebody had this idea and rode with it. And then they all got assimilated. Right in there.
And it's funny because then those same characteristics get adopted into the other direction too. You know, where you have this whole, it's just like weird. I don't know if you kept up with it, but like the only thing I can get from it is like anyone that doesn't know, there's a guy by the name of Kevin Samuels, right, who kind of does like an alternative version of what like the alt-right guys were doing, which was just speaking about how men need to act like men, but at the same time, it's like, and some of the alt-right guys do it, not to say that all of them do, but there's this concept of negging, you know, where like you're so negative on women that you're doing it to teach them how to be a woman, you know, or what you cater to, what women should be to cater to a proper man, and what men need to be, you know. And it's just like, to me, it's all reactionary to that. Like, there should be a call for higher character, like better character, not so much how you're dressed or your political beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me, I think should be more demanded than whatever it is now, you know? Because like you said, like, incel behavior can also be manipulated into a young boy's mind.
And it like, usually does.
Yeah. And
some
incel
of these
becomes
guys,
passive aggressive towards women.
Yep.
You know? And, I don't know.
Because, you know, some of these, like, I looked at it, right? From what I can tell, because I don't know them personally, you know? So it's like, from what I can tell, a lot of these guys started off around those formative years, you know, father not around, things like that, and all that kind of stuff. And nobody to really teach them how to talk and things. And I mean, it does happen. There's a lot of people that said they're raising their kids, but you gonna say that when the camera's off of you or when the TikTok people ain't around, stuff like that, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Is you know, like, I mean, the idea of, like, if we go back to the concept of school shooters, like the Columbine thing, those are two incels that did that. Like, those aren't productive young men. Nah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are two dudes who were in a shower making out and jerking off with each other.
Yeah. And
like, that's in the details of it.
Yeah.
You know? But we're mad at women because they didn't get any attention. Like, maybe you two were too focused with, like, being attracted to each other, and nothing wrong with that, but maybe you weren't able to admit that to yourself, so you took it out on everybody else. Yep. You know what I mean?
Couldn't see the reality of things and how they did about stuff and the way they carried themselves, and nobody told them about it.
You know, so then we can talk about, you know, their mutual love for guns, which can be traced back to phallic symbology if you want to.
Maybe.
You know, so you have these, you know, like, you could do that kind of dive with it. They're attracted to each other. They don't know how to act. They're also neglected by women. Like, and I think one thing that happens is when we create these things, these concepts of, like, these, like, I'm a part of this group thing, these isms, you know, like,
yeah, that kind of crap.
Or I would call them schisms, like these separations of groups of people, and no one wants to talk about any of that shit. I think you create deeper problems and all that, you know.
Usually, yeah.
And I think that's what the alt-right kind of faced, you know, like, were they libertarians? You know, even like the super duper far left has the same problem, like. Everyone, when they start to fraction themselves, gets way too lost in too much of the bullshit. You know? And I think that's the scary part. Then they divide, and then they hide in their corners, and it just festers. You know?
Yep. Pretty much poisoning themselves and crap by a rhetoric that they went ahead and they don't take responsibility for. And usually when you call somebody else, when you call somebody out on the movement, you should call the main person out on that movement, because they're the ones that did that shit.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I think, you know, I had this thing too where, and this is just the way my brain works, but I go back to, if you look at the roots of racism, and at the same time, you know, in history and scientific history, there was eugenics, which also was used as an excuse to make minorities believe, you know, that they were less than another demographic because of certain statistics found in Darwinism and blah, blah, blah. Like, this big old excuse, you know, but then the way, in my mind, the way it looks to me as I look at things over time and read things is like, what are the odds, you know, is at the same time in schools, in public schools, as they start to desegregate, all of a sudden we're taught evolution and everyone is just an animal, right? So if everyone is just an animal, we just got out of a couple of eras of where, you know, mainstream culture in America at the time were calling black people animals.
At one time,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah. And now all of a sudden in all your schools, the rhetoric is, oh, we were all animals. Don't worry about it. And it's like, what? Hello? Isn't that kind of sensitive? Like, should we stop? Maybe we should get further solid proof before we start discussing it. Like, you know, we were all monkeys. Not in a racist way, but we were all monkeys. Like, but you just got done calling them all monkeys for 30 years in the public circle. You know?
Yeah.
Like, drawing big lip cartoons and shit like that. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, if we were all that sensitive and we're gonna really try to reconstruct history and change things, we should probably wait till we get like hard facts before we start calling each other animals again. Because when you put that in people's minds too, you also give them the excuse to act out like animals.
Yeah.
Right?
You empowered it. Yeah.
And that's what you're saying. It's like, yeah, you pump somebody's mind full of rhetoric, and then all of a sudden, boom, there you go. You know.
Which is why, like, you know, you and I, we question things, we research things, we actually take the time to think. I mean, we're good at snapping back because we grew up in those kind of houses, but we tend to think. Oh
yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I think that's the one thing too, is me coming from the industry, I've been in those meetings, heard those pitches, I've seen that attempt to look like you're appealing to minorities, but it comes off as like passive liberal racism. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like
that closed door
damn,
racism.
Dude. Right. Like we're doing them a favor because, you know, they're not that smart. Well, what do you mean they're not that smart?
You know, things like that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, after the money gets real good, I'm not coming back. All right? You know, that's the thing.
Right. That's kind of what I had. Like, all right, well, I'm out. I'll see you later.
Shit, I'll go and I'll look into entertainment law or some shit like that. Help you guys get some stubs back and stuff, but after a certain period of time, nah.
I mean, that's kind of one of the ironic blessings, like the internet now. Like, you want to create something, you can find a group of like-minded people who can support you or create with you, and then build from there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's just, my God, man. You know, it's like, well, like I said it too, like every institution around us was just built to fail, and a lot of these companies are only in business because they got bought out by another company that's too damn big to fail, and it's ran incompetently. So that's where it is.
Yeah. I think pop culture content has become the perfect example of that.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you look at that whole thing. I mean, like we talked about earlier. You know, like that's why comic book companies are dying right now, because they caved to favor up the politics as people got stirred up in a frenzy month to month, you know, week to week. Wow. And then their comics would match that flavor of the month, and then no one wanted to buy them because they were all shit.
Well, they have that, and plus they only listened to one narrative. They didn't listen to like all the arguments. You know what I mean? Right. Like when you have
the round table of concepts around this argument.
Yeah.
You know.
Like when you have like a town hall, and I was actually planning to do that, right? Like when you have like town halls, everybody talks. You got to be there. You can't be worrying about all that kind of stuff. You got to be there, and you got to have an argument that is just as good or better than that other person running with that shit. And you see Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn, and all the rest of them. They weren't about that life, you know?
No.
And they didn't have everything strong
kind of came
like
full
us.
circle.
Yeah.
Because what ends up happening is, you know, even down to the last, like, let's talk, like, I would even reflected on the political run on both sides for president, was like, neither one of them wanted town halls.
Nah.
Like, well, why? You know, because then what you're going to realize is your online narrative that you cater to and you can manufacture and shadow ban the other side of the argument. The craziest thing about that is that at the town hall, you can't do that.
No, you can't.
And then what you'll find out of the town hall is that maybe your online fringe narrative isn't as big as you think. Because maybe everybody at the town hall definitely doesn't see it that way. You know what I mean?
And you got to learn how to take it.
Right, and then you got to sit there and go, wait a minute, everything on the internet doesn't matter in real life? And they go, no. And then you have to think, like, what have I built my whole campaign on? And then you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that you're deer in headlights. So that should have been the first sign of, like, how the world has to wishing, like you said, that you can fold to a narrative and then cater to one at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, I see it all the time, and then a lot of these narratives are just built on the principle of dividing. Not coming together, dividing.
My one upsetting thing, you know, like, and anyone listening, I'm not trying to, like, piss them off, but one of the most upsetting things is, like, you know, during one of the debates, I think, like, Kamala Harris said that whole thing where she's like, if Donald Trump is president, I won't take the vaccine. Which is like, hold on a minute. So, you're willing to, like, go to the grocery store, and let's say there's an elderly person next to you, right, in your little scenario, who's super susceptible to COVID, and you don't take the vaccine because you don't like the president, but that person gets sick, and you don't get sick, and they die, that's worth it to you? For your stupid political stance? You know what I mean? Like, that's sad.
Yeah,
you know, but that's
dude,
like
that
what you're
whole
saying.
thing was my narrative.
That's
You know?
that's catering to a narrative.
Yeah. The whole thing is...
The narrative of I just won't do what he says.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, geez, come on, guys.
I mean, and then not only that, the whole, dare I say it, but the whole thing about the election wasn't about policies. Let's just throw that out.
No,
Let's just
it was about attitude.
Well, not only that, but it was also about, like, who's against who. That's it. That's the whole basis.
Yeah. I hate to use it, and, you know, certain groups use it, but, like, it was just the argument of Orange Man bad.
Yeah.
You know, versus, like, it was Orange Man bad versus, like, oh, but he's a socialist. Right?
Yeah.
And there was, no one went deeper than that. And it's like, okay, but granted, both sides of those arguments, as cringy as they are sometimes to hear, are okay. I get it. I understand them. But at the same time, let's look at let's look at both sides' policies, because both sides' policies are fucked up. You know,
the way it's gonna shape. That's the thing.
Right.
See, nobody thinks about that long term. Yeah.
No.
And either way, you and I are getting that bill.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I had to fucking jump through hoops on taxes because I have to file my taxes, and, like, you know, it's like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I can only imagine what this is going to be like next year after all this shit. Like, you know, like, jeez, dude.
Don't even talk to me about my taxes. That's the thing.
Like, yeah, man, whatever. As long as, like, I'm good. My tax person, she told me, like, everything's fine. I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. I don't see anything. You told me it's good, I'm out.
That's it.
You know?
I need to start practicing with Dudley. But, you know, that's all that right there is to a T, man. Like, it's all about not necessarily what you're going to do for the people. It's like, you know, you owe me. That's it. That's what it is.
That seems to be it. I deserve this. Like, well, you don't deserve anything.
So, you know, from the people that brought you my narrative comes Martin Totteman.
Yeah, you know what, to be fair, both sides act way too entitled to shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I think it's the one thing, too, where 2020 taught us, like, there's no discourse, and what 2021 is showing us is, like, man, we should have had more discourse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Seems like it's like two opposite ends on the same bicycle, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But on either ends of the bicycle, there's no seat. It's just that pole, because the seat fell off.
Oh, yeah. Seat? You don't even have brakes on the motherfucker.
Yeah, if you sit... Hey, man, if you sit down, that's on you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like...
Well, you really was, yeah, you're asking a lot about that seat, huh?
Yeah, well,
it's like that time when we got
the seat. Yeah, I think I have it back home.
Yeah, it's like that time when we were supposed to get like $2,000, but instead we got $600. Yeah, that makes sense.
They did like the George Bush Jr. fuzzy math.
Yes.
It's like, well, see, you really got $400 in November because we argued for it.
Yeah.
And then in December you got $200, and then right now you got $1,400, and you're like, fuck you, dude.
Got really up shit creek that time, boy.
Oh, I fucked that up.
Oh shit! See, the thing about that was pretty good, man. You doing all right?
Yeah.
See, the thing about Dudley is I got to get close to you, and then I gotta So I'm gonna practice with him.
Dudley looks his whole moveset looks pretty fucking cool though.
Oh man, he's dope as shit, dude.
Yeah. Did he replace Balrog, right?
Yeah, for
Technically?
Street Fighter 3, yeah. I sure hope everybody can hear you in the party over here. If not, it's gonna be one wild narrative. But hey, my views will get up, right? Because that's what it's all about.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not about me having a good time.
Everyone in the party, in the Discord or the group chat?
Oh, not the Discord, man. Definitely the group chat. We're on OBS.
Oh shit. Alright.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and give it a shot. Remember when I said, like, I have an idea?
Yeah.
And when you start talking,
Dude,
levels went up. So, yeah.
Oh. Alright, well if everyone can hear me, I hope no one's mad at me. Please,
What?
please leave me alone.
Hey, brah, look, that can't be helped, all right? You know, one, you're hanging out with me, and two, you're hanging out with me. So, yeah, can't be helped. Now,
Nice. Yeah, that motherfucker is fast, yo. Oh, there we go.
yo, Yun is fast, dude. That's why I'm having a hard time trying to control him.
Yo, last time we did the tournament with him, I was like, yo, this guy's got to slow down. Like, I was getting myself lost. I was over jumping shit. He's just like, yeah. Oh, that stopped your super? What the fuck?
Well, that's because doing taijutsu and stuff like that, you had to hit me in the right spot to stop me. Unlike, you know, throwing like unlike throwing Hadoukens.
Like throwing hot dookies?
Oh man, wouldn't that be funny if we could actually do Street Fighter moves like that? And it didn't matter like what you called it. Hadouken!
The sickest thing would be if you could just make a homeless version of like Ryu and Ken, and then you could call it hot dookies, and that's what he throws at you. Wow. I don't think I hit you like twice. In that whole one right there.
Well, you know, sometimes the muscle memory is pretty good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh my god. A homeless version of Ryu and Ken. Well, you know, the man that works at the docks, he does kind of look like Ryu.
That's true. We should get him.
Now, note, as I said, works. I mean, the thing is, he makes money, but he don't make enough for our home. Now, look.
He makes money, but I don't think he actually works for the docks.
Oh, well.
So think about that.
Well, if you're going to pull that one, yeah, then we both right. That's the richest man in the street right there, and has no taxes at all.
That's the richest man in show business. Sexual favors.
Yeah. Speaking of which, he never saw a day in court, did he?
No, never.
Yeah, which, by the way, that whole Epstein thing, you know as much as I know, right? Like, I'm not the only one that sees this shit, right?
Hey, man, I don't want to talk about Bill Gates' divorce, but in every single article title, there was like the wife wasn't happy with what Bill and Jeff Epstein were up to. So I'm gonna leave that as that. I am playing on an Xbox. If my airplane ever crashes, that's on Jay. I'm just kidding.
Oh, hey. They knew what they were getting into when they got to this point.
I think one of the... Okay, there are two things that I think... You've seen Wonder Woman 1984, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think there are two people in 2019 who, had we just let have their way, the bad guy in Wonder Woman...
Yeah?
The world will be in a completely different shape, okay?
Alright.
And I think because it didn't go their way, we've been living in a mixed chaos bag of their doings. And the two people are Jussie Smollett and Jeffrey Epstein. And I think all that's happened is that those two things in the world karma of events made 2020 go absolutely fucking haywire. Right? Like, there was no justice for the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein, right? Like, everyone thought that was in the bag. Like, oh, this nasty-ass man's going to prison forever. Like, everyone was like, I can't wait to see this trial, right? One of the richest men in the world, who's like a James Bond villain. You know, like, whatever. And then
Pretty
the Jussie
similar
Smollett
to one,
thing. Yeah, and the Jussie Smollett thing was like sounded real. Then underneath everybody, no one kind of wanted to say that they kind of smelled bullshit, but no one wanted to come out like an asshole just in case it was real. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So then, those two things upending themselves. We've lived in a weird timeline ever since then. You know, like,
Well,
cause think about it. The Jussie Smollett thing happens. It's a complete hoax, and then the story just disappears.
Yeah, that's
Like-
right.
He never did jail time for technically a federal crime,
Right.
and technically neither did Jeffrey Epstein.
Also right, yeah. But then again, you know, there has been rips in the timeline, though. We could just think of them like rips if we want to, because who would have
I think
thought that Bill Cosby would go to jail and actually have a good time?
And yeah,
And then O.J. Simpson's out of jail, and he talking so much shit right now. But it's real
And if you
stuff.
look at the way Mike Tyson used to be and the way the world sees him now, Mike Tyson is like a funny, cuddly household name.
Yeah, right.
He's like Santa Claus to people.
And
you know?
nowhere
And-
near what he was.
Right. He's telling fools before boxing matches in his prime, I'm gonna eat your children and I'll fuck your wife in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wait, what? And then we gave that man a cartoon show.
Yeah. And he never saw time for a lot of that stuff that he did. I mean, you know what I mean. Like that whole
Yeah,
thing.
I know what you're referencing. Yeah.
And then there was that. Yeah, he never saw no time for that. And then, God, there was that one thing where he told that guy that he said, "You never experienced man-on-man love before, have you?" And then, yeah, he used to say a lot of wild stuff, man.
And the funny thing is to me is now all of a sudden aliens are real.
To which,
Right.
like, if you paid attention, you know, they've been there.
And that's what I'm saying though, is like we're living in this fucking shit show of a timeline. Like, I don't know. There's something is wrong, you know? Something is
Very
wrong
off.
in the ether. Yeah.
Well, and also the Earth is allegedly off its axis a little bit more. It gets that way every year. So there's that too. Because a lot of people were saying
yeah.
that it was pretty cold this holiday weekend. So, and they are all like this. I wonder why. I'm like, because things aren't the same as they used to be.
Because
Things have
hell was
changed.
freezing over?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Like,
what the fuck, man? What
But-
do you think, dude?
But hey, no worries though, because whatever the Instagram or social media thought on there will say, I miss my summer, and then you got all the mouth drooling people come up saying, oh yeah, summer's great, I love summer. And then you'd be like, shut up, Willie, you're like 600 pounds, you don't give a fuck about summer.
Yeah, summer's great because you get to see the chicks on Instagram, like, show their ass a little more during summer. Like, great.
You know, things like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not making fun of, Willie because of his weight. I'm making fun of Willie because Willie was saying that it was hot last year and that he ain't see it nothing, including his damn kneecaps. That's why.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Yo, is Willie a real person?
I don't know. Willie represents...
Oh, okay. I was like, yo, I hope Willie is not listening, dog. Like, all jokes aside, like, Bowser, you just out of this man hasn't seen his dick in a decade. And you're like, man, fuck Willie. I'm like, oh, yo, should we be, like, I'm making fun of, like, Jeffrey Epstein. That guy's dead, you know, and he's an absolute piece of shit.
Hey, there are some generic people out there that are pieces of shit and act that way. So yeah, I might be talking about them.
Can I just
All right.
say this? I hope there isn't a huge part of the general public that acts like Jeffrey Epstein. Please, I don't want that to be true. That would
Oh
be
yeah.
that would be a soul-shattering truth.
And not only that,
That's
those
okay.
of you that Chris Hansen, when he was Chris Hansen, didn't catch, yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be mindful of that too, fuckers.
Hey, is there this, like, I don't know. Yeah, Chris Hansen. Didn't he get in trouble for something like fraud or something like that?
Yeah, fraud was one of them, and then that whole Onion Son thing, that was another, and cheating on his wife.
Just being like a regular dude.
Yeah.
trying to scam free money and cheating
Yeah.
on his wife.
A little bit of everything happened to that fool. But let me just tell you this. He was scum too.
Oh, that's Willie. Yeah, that's Willie right there. That's Willie behavior for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
That's just average. That's average old fella.
Yeah. See, everybody talks about Karen. Some people talk about Chad. Black people talk about Steven. But you really need to pay attention to Willie.
Yeah, because everyone's got a Willie, for sure. For sure.
That one motherfucker that sits in the back talk all that shit. They ain't seen nothing at all.
The person you gotta watch out for is the one fool who all of his opinions match like the proper politically correct point of view. Everybody should suspect that guy. Like if he never says anything to upset you should be very weary.
Oh, you mean the man bun guy?
Right. The ultra like I'm into everything for everyone, man.
I used to work with somebody like that. I wonder if he's still confused.
They always end up being like just the worst type of people, like manipulative and backstabbing and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
A lot of sussy on that one.
You look kind of sus. You know? Yeah.
Oh, how
man.
am I sus?
What are your? This isn't to be like an asshole. What are your? You heard about the co-founder of BLM resigning, right?
BLM. Oh man, no, I haven't.
So apparently she's resigning because I don't know if you heard about this, but like I guess a month back or so, they found out that she was using a bunch of the donation money, supposedly, allegedly, from what I'm reading. She was using a bunch of the donation money to buy multi-million-dollar properties for herself.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And then she resigned. Like literally 2 or 3 days ago. Like right after the annual 1-year anniversary. I hate calling it an anniversary, but 1 year since the George Floyd incident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing, but she made so much cash from that. I mean, who's to say she hasn't been following around with it? Probably had that plan going the whole time, but people were just emptying them pockets, though. And she got caught.
Yeah.
So.
And to be honest, can I say it was probably mostly donations from white people?
Yeah, you can.
That might be in that.
You can.
You know?
Ain't no right or wrong answer in that shit.
2020 was where everyone was cashing a check, and the person who sent you the check, their name was White Guilt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, dude.
I mean, if I ran something like that, one, it'd be the most interesting proposition, and then the second thing is, as I made the money, what do you think I was going to do with it? I wasn't going to give it to anybody but myself.
I want Jay to be the leader of BLM 2.
Yeah.
Find out, like, man, what do you think I was going to do with it? That's your defense, and the court's like, well, shit, I mean, he is right. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? That was money you were willing to part with.
In 1 year, you made $90 million from your non-profit, quote unquote. Okay.
Yeah.
Like maybe, maybe you should just start dropping that money from helicopters.
Yeah, right.
You know, like the Joker at the end of Batman.
Yeah. I mean, all that stuff that went down. I mean, like this is where you got to be responsible in a monetary way too. You really got to know what you invest in and stuff like that. I'm not saying that racism doesn't deserve to be shut down. It does. But the thing about it is,
obviously, yeah.
You know, it's just like,
I don't think you shut down racism with an organization, with like a legal binding business.
Oh, you mean a legal binding business that's actually doing pretty well and profitable?
Right. Yeah, I don't think Nike's in the business of stuff. Look at, we're talking about BLM and servers crunched.
But no, we got to punch through it, man.
Yeah,
let's do another game.
Yeah. Like,
the hell with censorship too.
You know, that's I think the thing too, where it's like I don't think corporate backing and shilling is the way to stop these injustices. You know.
No, not in any day and age, really. It didn't even work in when Iron Man was being made. You know. Cold War time.
You're gonna have to take people like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Cesar Chavez, and you're gonna take. So here's the thing: you have to take someone who's willing to take a fucking pay cut. For you, right? Like an absolute pay cut. Like I'm gonna dedicate my time. This isn't about money at all. I might even starve to death doing this shit.
Right.
You know, that should be the person taking up your cause, not the person trademarking a fucking 3-letter acronym.
Wait, it's trademarked now?
Probably, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be.
I don't-
It might be. Because, I mean, that's more money coming in. Like, right.
I'm just saying in general for any organization, because you see that even like on average nonprofit sites. You know, you saw that before BLM. Like it happens all the time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know.
But, you know,
That's
it's weird,
Wasn't
though.
that the whole Red Cross? That was the whole Red Cross scenario, right? After 9/11 or some shit like that. Wasn't that something where like the Red Cross never even sent money or blood donations to some organization somewhere? Dude, Wyclef Jean ran off on Haiti with like millions of dollars donated.
That's
He
right,
peaced out.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, you know, see, if that's their way of being relevant because they're going off that star power and it fades a little, hey, Wyclef Jean was here. But then you see, like, the aftermath where did Haiti see any of that money? And remember when Brazil had that whole problem, too? And I was like, everybody, you couldn't get away from those people. They were asking, like, for money and everything. And I was like, are they even going to see any of my money? And I'm thinking, no, they're not.
Yeah.
And sure enough, within 3 months, they never did. So it's like,
What the fuck was that super? What was that super? What did I just do? Did I time travel?
I think you use the abilities of the Earth to heal yourself.
That's the name of the super. That's the name of the special move.
Man, I don't know shit.
Oh, it didn't fucking work. Ryu was like, I don't think you know. The Earth is off axis. Then finishes kicking her ass.
Yeah. I was surprised by the force of that Hadouken didn't bring things back into prominence. But you know.
Fuck, I know. And Jussie Smollett appears out of nowhere. Like they bring him back to life.
Well, you know, he was going to get
Jeffrey
covered
Epstein's
anyway.
Back to being alive.
Oh, you know, Smollett was going to get covered anyway, man. He comes from a very rich family.
I didn't know that at the time. I had no idea. I thought he was like an average fool who got attacked. I don't watch Fox. I didn't know what. You know, like
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh man, he comes from like one of the richest African American families in the world. He will always be covered. You know. Now if it's somebody like you or me doing that kind of shit, well, through the hot coals we go. Rake him, motherfucker. Get him. Don't forget to bash his balls in too. That's his most prized object.
I know. You know, the oddest part to me in his whole story was like, the cops came to his place and he's still eating the Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
Right? With the noose around his neck,
Yeah.
like a tie of some sort, like decoration. And I was like, you know.
Yeah.
I always look at something as a screenwriter, and if I stop and think to myself, would I write that into a scene if it wasn't a comedy? Probably not.
The most unintentional comedy ever, but
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know.
and then it was all because of a pay dispute.
Yeah, he just wanted more money per episode, and then they just fired him. It's like, you stupid idiot. You should have just worked more episodes and then quit.
Yeah, I mean that would have worked for everybody else, but you know, to be honest, and I never really cared. You know, I was too busy watching Power. You know, things like that.
Yeah, you know,
Like there's always a
thank you, dude. Like I thought this wasn't the show. I thought everyone
Yeah.
gave up on this like 2 years ago.
yeah. There's always a
What
better
are the odds
show.
it's the only live action show on Fox that wasn't canceled in 6 months in that 4-year span.
Right.
You know, like Lucifer canceled, anything else canceled. There was like a fake Minority Report show on Fox canceled. Like everything that year was out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the show that survived?
Yeah, Empire.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, but then again,
Yeah.
didn't they have that show called Star, and they thought that was gonna be something, and
Yeah. No.
that's because Fox was on that Dreamgirls kick. I remember that shit. Everything had to be
Yes.
Dreamgirls at one time. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They did. Fox used to be great, man.
Oh,
Fox
yeah.
used to be fantastic. I can't.
Well, ever since
can't
Married
even
with Children
tell
and
you.
Mad TV went, bro, it just
Yeah. Yeah.
the only thing that was
And then
holding
I
on was
found
The
out-
Simpsons.
Yeah. I found out years ago, though, The Simpsons is less money on Fox to spend keeping it on the air than canceling it. Because
Yeah.
That show has built up so much wealth and worth that the reruns alone would pay the actors more than the actual company itself. Like Fox would
Yes.
lose so much money if they had sold it by itself, you know, or
Oh,
just
yeah.
canceled it. And now look at dude, like Fox got bought by Disney. Now
Yeah.
The Simpsons are on the Disney Plus app.
They are,
And
yeah.
Fox has never talked about renewing another Simpsons season. You know what I'm saying? Because Disney could have probably afforded it, maybe. They just hold the show in limbo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever, fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, granted,
Wait.
quite a lot of the people that were on there, they were, you know, they're getting tired of it. I think Harry Shearer was threatening to quit, and
yeah, for years at that point.
then
I think they should have gone out on one more movie, dude. I think they should have brought all those classic writers back and the directors and shit.
for one more
And-
movie. Yep.
One more movie, yeah. I think so. Like, you know how I've been a fan of The Simpsons since like the very, very beginning, right? So like,
Same.
so for me to see a show where like you saw John Swartzwelder's name on it, for anyone who's a nerd of the show, to know who that is, it
Oh,
was
he
just
was
like,
he was awesome.
hell yeah, you know, like this is gonna be great.
Well, you know what I like to think, and this is probably a bit much because you got to see how our writing styles are. We need to go ahead and put together something, and then
Yeah.
keep it away from BET and all the rest of those damn, you know.
That's okay, dude. The biggest thing I fought in LA for the longest time was because me and my creative partner at the time, and just me in general, not being white, automatically makes them think like we can throw your show on Telemundo or BET, and it's like it doesn't have to be though. That's the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with maracas in my hand, guys.
Yeah.
So we want to make content that speaks to everyone. We just happen to be these minorities. We don't we're not picking and choosing why they're these minorities, right? Like, and then using that lets you tell a whole bunch of wide variety of stories. You can touch on race issues, or you can just do social commentary for everyone,
Yeah.
right? Like, fuck it, you know? So, I don't know.
I mean, it could be something great, but see, the thing about it is, I always say this, you know, why don't you do a dangerous thing and put it on NBC during prime time, huh? Or why don't you do a dangerous thing, put it on ABC in front of all those single moms out there? Yeah, why don't you do that?
Yeah.
You know, really get the point across. And then we'll ask Tyler
Yeah.
Perry if he wants to put his name on there, but chances are I'm not going to show it. Now,
My favorite part of Tyler Perry's last thing is he does the speech and everyone just stops clapping. You know?
yeah.
He's like, hey man, maybe all cops aren't bad, and everyone's like, I was like, oh no, oh no, they came for the man, the myth, the legend.
Legend.
Like, no gods are safe.
Yeah.
You know, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck
You know,
in your opinion.
you know, Steven
You're outta
Seagal
here.
tried to do that shit years ago, right? Like, you know,
Man, yeah, Steven Seagal. If we weren't gonna listen to Steven Seagal, we're not gonna listen to Tyler Perry, guys. I'm telling you that right now. One
boy.
is an ironic treasure, and then one just makes cringe content for the last like 10 years. You know what I mean? So
it's only a matter of time for Tyler Perry does the same shit. Oh wait, he has.
yeah, you know what? Oh, he gave me a good idea. Look at if Tyler Perry is listening. Listen to us right now, Tyler Perry. You need to start making Steven Seagal movies, beat for beat, remake them, but with Medea in them.
Oh yeah. See that? 'Cause that actually.
There we
works.
go. See?
That works.
Boom. We're done. That's it. End the stream. End the stream. I want my check. Just kidding.
Wait. You talking to me about that, or are you talking to?
No. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Tyler Perry. I'm talking to Twitch. I'm talking to YouTube. I want my fucking check in the mail. Mail, direct deposit it to me. I don't know.
Yeah. You going for the mail? You know I'm looking, right?
I,
Anyway, look.
my whole mailbox, the whole community mailbox is gonna be missing.
Oh no,
gonna
it's gonna
go
come
through all
through
that.
me because it's coming through my stream channel, pal. It
Hey,
going
that's
to
fine.
me.
I don't care. I don't
I
care.
know.
We're gonna live like kings.
Oh yeah, I know, but the point is, I'm just saying my kingship has to be there too. Now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And, you know, I'm not gonna throw too many stones at Tyler Perry, but I do know this. I seen him when he started, and it was all about God. Then later on, we're God at.
Oh, you don't know. He's been showing up at TD Jake's church.
Yeah, he sold out too, man. Look, the point is this.
Yeah, I saw that, and that shit broke my heart on a whole other bunch of levels. It's just like, it, you know.
Well, it ain't no different than what Creflo Dollar's been doing for like the last
right,
5 or 10
right.
years, you know?
It's no different than what, you know, it's no different than what, like, the Pure Flixes of the world do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different than what, like, you know, I remember a documentary a long time ago, like, these Mormon ran mom and pop shops were, like, butchering movies, technically breaking, like, federal copyright laws to, like, edit and PG every movie possible. So they'd go in and, like, cut everything out and then re-splice the movie together and then rent that out. Yeah. And, you know, it's just like, we gotta stop pretending like we're Puritans, man.
Oh yeah.
The internet doesn't allow that. Like, this is kind of a joke and also kind of true. Like, to go back to the racism issues, if we really want to get rid of racist ideology that sneaks in the back of your head, like you're talking about with, like, the incels, even, you know, you pump somebody with a subliminal message long enough, it starts to decay them very badly. So one thing that we got to probably stop doing in porn is racially categorizing fetishes, because that is also rooted in racism.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's rooted in slave owners forcing black men, or even white slave owner wives forcing black men to have sex with them, or else face the repercussions of.
Yep.
Right? Or I'll say you raped me, even if you never even touched me, you're dead. Right?
Yeah, things like that. Yep.
That's an actual fact. We should probably, not to say you can't have interracial sex scenes, I'm saying maybe let's stop making fetish categories out of them and see what that does to people.
Yeah.
Because then we look like hypocrites. If we say, like, oh, there should be no racial division, then your porn is full of them and you're jacking off to it, which means you're a liar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so what is it?
You know, people, they don't really like to pick a side like that, Marco. You know how it is, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I like to think, in my sexual activities, all lives matter, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, they supposed to. I mean, after all, who the hell are you in bed with? You know, things like that.
Hey, man. Everybody.
Come on, you know that was right. You know that was right.
That was good. What's that old Dave Chappelle joke where it's like, hey man, so I was fucking my wife. He's like, oh yeah, well who'd you vote for? And he's like, hey man, enough of the personal shit. I'm trying to talk about fucking my wife. You know what I'm saying? It's that thing where it's like, well then you're a fucking hypocrite, dude. Like, who you're voting for isn't really that personal, because the options are for everyone, literally.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. But you know, like, this guy's actually pretty good. He's like a mix of Blanca and Dowsim. So I'm gonna practice that too.
He looks crazy as shit. He looks like Powder. Remember the movie Powder?
Yeah, I know. Like, God, that was one albino motherfucker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But God, what was his story?
His mom was struck by lightning, and then he was born, or something, right?
Yeah. You can make a 2-hour epic out of that, huh? All right.
Remember how they made a movie about that? John Travolta might have been an angel, or he might have just had a brain tumor.
Oh yeah, Michael. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
They really went all in
like,
on that shit, huh?
Yeah. Is it a miracle? And the doctor's like, actually, he has a brain tumor. And they were like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, see, wholesome drama films like that, where did they go? Because nowadays, things are just so, you know, like, at least they gave you some believability at that point. Nowadays, fuck that. Subtlety has had its day.
Yeah. Now we got to go full ham on the whole shebang.
Yeah, you know,
we gotta
bonk
you over the head. Yeah, we gotta bonk you over the head in Star Wars with this, like, general woman with literally purple hair.
Oh, Phasma?
Yeah, you know.
Oh no, Holdo. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah. She can't just be a strong character. We have to make her look like your favorite Twitter handle.
Yeah.
You know.
Does she have her pronouns and brackets too?
You know what's funny is like, that's the thing is I don't even mind the character. I just don't like the fact that they only made her look like that because it was a look at the time, you know? Like,
Yeah.
let's not pander so hard so you don't insult my brain.
Well, we just
Look
did.
at that. We talked about Star Wars and the server went down.
Yeah. All right, we got to punch through it again.
Yeah, fuck 'em. Star Wars sucks.
Hey, Star Wars is good. It's just,
I know.
you know, those parts of Star Wars that need to be criticized. Which, by the way, hey, good luck trying to criticize a movie nowadays and call that a bankable career, because you got to go from good to excellent.
Yeah, you can't really give it a this is all right.
Yeah.
You know. I think my best thing on seeing movie reviewers on YouTube, I love when an adult man on YouTube has to review a children's movie, which to me is just like, you don't have to be doing that. You know?
Yeah.
Like, this is Trolls 2. You can let that go. Like, this is a movie you can let fly under the radar for you. You know?
Yeah, man, but I'm like this. Unless you really invested in that shit, who would care?
Yeah. Yeah, Trolls 2, if people haven't figured it out, was just to like rekindle good old funk music and make like a cool little movie out of it with like a cutesy little message, and then we could all just move on.
Well, not only that,
You know?
but wasn't it in reference to those ugly ass dolls that came out years ago that people
Right,
collected
so-
for no reason?
If you compare it to the toys turned into movies trope, Trolls is like a fucking hallmark of quality standards. Because if you compare it to like Transformers and the way those movies went,
Yeah.
Trolls by far did shit way better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
in terms of sticking to the concept.
Yeah. Well, you know what, though? I'm waiting on the Beanie Babies movie to come. When that comes out, shit's gonna be real.
I want them all to be Mexican.
You know
That's what I
what?
want.
To help out with diversity, about 3/4 of the cast, not the writer and the director, of course, but about 3/4 of the cast are actually, you know, Latino. Or Latinx, whichever it is.
What we did is we plucked 3 of the kids from the detainment camps at the border and we let them be actors so they could live the American dream.
Indeed.
You know?
But if you are on the
You
other
know?
side of fucking New Mexico, you're screwed because you are the tax-paying American now.
Yeah. Yeah. They got introduced to the American way of life, but they made $4 million and now they only own 700,000 of it.
That's about right.
And then like, welcome to America.
Oh, by the way, don't forget about at least like 600 that is taxed, you know. Eminent domain,
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But don't worry, all this is yours. You'll get it on the back end.
Yeah, all that money went to your management and your legal team and your PR guy and all that shit.
And you'll be
It
all
was great.
taken care of.
Yeah, don't you worry, Pedro.
Yep, after
We're gonna
those
make sure
after
shit's
those two
okay.
movies, you fucked. You won't see one damn cent. Now look,
Yeah, if your party is listening, they're like, I'm out. I gotta go.
hey, look, all we're doing is talking about the truth, and the problem is, like what Grandpa Freeman said, or Granddad Freeman, you better not even dream of telling somebody the truth.
I mean, Morgan Freeman got in a whole bunch of shit a long time ago by saying he didn't want a Black History Month.
Nah,
You know, because
did.
like, and in that interview, he kind of made the argument of like, I think our history is bigger than everyone's history is bigger than a month.
yeah. But
You
we
know,
also
like-
live in the times of mass marginalization, if I can use that. That's what it is.
Damn, I like that. I like that. That's a sick ass term. Mass marginalization.
Just being honest.
Hey, that's true.
I mean, I'm
It's
still
in
over here fighting.
It's in
tooth-
marketing, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still fighting tooth and nail to say that Jams is a music show and not a synthwave show. For goodness sake. I'm 25
true.
episodes in. I'm like, fuck.
Isn't that funny though? Is people can't. Maybe I don't know. I'm a weirdo, so I grew up listening and playing jazz, and then like, I also grew up in a metal band, and listening to funk music.
Yeah.
My parents listened to it, you know, and like listening to rap and shit. So I have a very weird taste in what I think is interesting. But you're right. Mass marginalization makes people think that you have to be like that cringy person who's like, I only listen to this thing over here. You know, and you're like, jeez, dude, no, thank you.
And then like somebody was like, you know, you do J360 radio, but yeah, I wonder if you do videos. I was like, J360 TV's like right over there, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's that's the thing I'm trying to, as like rebranding and like officially relaunching in time for like this spring and this summer. You know, everything ramping up now. It's like super weird to have to realize that there's so many mediums, except people stick exclusively to only specific ones. Like, because your Instagram market might not follow you over to YouTube, and your YouTube market probably won't follow you over to Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just so weird to think like that. You know, and it's, I don't know, it's like the internet has reverted in a weird way. Like you're saying, that mass marginalization has kind of turned the internet back into what it was at like early YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were either a YouTube person or a Newgrounds person.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it was. And now Twitch was kind of almost that Newgrounds version of video.
Almost.
And it turned into not. You know?
Well, are we talking about like Twitch, or are we talking about like Justin.tv?
Ooh, okay. That's a good point, because up until recently, Twitch still had the Justin.tv DNA in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it, you know, like you said, mass marginalization from catering to specific groups becomes this thing where you end up marginalizing and rejecting a whole bunch of other groups. The irony of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So, yeah.
Damn, man, that's fucking... Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, those are some real crazy things to think about, but I think sometimes people do it because, dare I say it, but we have gotten quite a bit lazier about things, and that also includes thinking, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe some people just do it to cope.
You're waiting, you know... The worst part is when you're talking to somebody nowadays and they say, well, I saw somebody on YouTube say... And you're just like, immediately my brain tries to jump out of the fucking window. You know? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't ever want to hear that from an adult who's trying to make an argument as we debate something or make a point. You know, I saw somebody on TikTok talking about this, and it's like, I'm gonna throw my controller at the wall if you say that again.
Yeah, TikTok, huh? Yeah, that's a credible source,
right? Right. That's where you get the same app that got girls in trouble with accidentally leaking nude pictures because girls thought that red light filter literally blocked them out completely.
Yeah.
Is the same app you're going to get your information from, huh?
TikTok, because you're too lazy to read Wikipedia.
You know, I saw on X videos this guy talking about the border crisis. No. You know?
Yeah.
No thanks.
I mean, that's just as bad as people saying, oh, why should we listen to you? You don't have such and such subscribers and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but I have credible journalism, whereas he just microwaved a Snickers and tried to eat it right after. So what's your point?
Right. It's like saying to your grandpa who's been through World War II, you know, and has seen the world change, go like, well, why do I have to listen to you? You don't know what Twitter is.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, because I've gone to war. You know what I mean? Like, I know what actual flame war looks like, and it's when my battalion was lit on fire by a German soldier with a flamethrower.
I mean, after all, you know, you can't say that he lived or anything or actually experienced stuff, right?
Right.
Things like that.
Yeah, but you know, you feel triggered because someone said your blue hair looks like shit.
Nah. Hey,
So-
you can't mix that shit right. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
I'm cool with blue hair, but you got to get it done right. For
Yeah.
goodness sakes, dude.
Look like the box, damn it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You look like the Walmart off-brand version of a Joker. The color didn't stick.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Look at that. Started talking about blue hair and the server crash.
Well, you know, that's the thing, man. We got to keep talking about the... See, they need to know this. It's called tough love. Like that video I made with the, you know, what if I was your spirit guide?
Yeah. Oh no, I picked the wrong fool.
Well, I see. Well,
I didn't
see.
want this guy.
Oh, by the way, when you did that thing where that guy did that, you know, that screaming yell of pain as he drove off, that was funny. You said, "Fools rush in." I love this movie.
Oh yeah, 100%. Fools rush in, hell yeah.
Yeah. I told somebody else that's also a content creator. He works on comics. I'll introduce you to him sometime.
Yeah, I'm down.
yeah.
Let's do it.
I said this, so I said, you know, I don't want to really try to ruin the moment here, but Ghost Rider 3 look good, don't it?
Oh my god, dude. Ghost Rider 3. Ghost Rider, man, you know, that's a good-ass comic character.
It is.
They didn't give my boy no respect in any of those fucking movies,
I
dude.
mean, I did try to save the first movie, but I am not dealing with the second one. I dealt with it when it was there, and fuck it. I hate it.
Hey, am I crazy, or is the guy from the ABC show, or the one who played the character, is that the guy who played like the Mexican Terminator in the last Terminator movie?
Was
the
it?
same guy? I don't.
That might have been.
I don't know his name. I don't know.
That might have been, but the fact that they didn't.
I think his name in the Terminator movie was T-1000.
Yeah. I saw that shit.
Yes, the old 1000.
Yeah, because all people
we meet again.
of all people of Spanish descent are named Juan, huh? Now look,
Yeah.
here's the thing.
That's like in the Mexican Star Wars movie. There's that character R2D2.
Yeah, right.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled that shit. I'm just saying. And then you look at him, you're like, really? There's a special there's a special place in hell for you people. You know, things like that.
They just dump water on the Mexican Terminator. Like, don't worry, he's made in Mexico. That's it.
Even though Mexican water is not that weak, but you know the thing, we get our
That's what I'm
rubber
saying.
from Mexico.
That's
you know?
Is that the weakness of the Terminator? Is the Mexican water?
After a while, they didn't have no damn weakness. I think the only weakness against Terminator is Terminator itself.
The only weakness against Terminator is the concept.
Yeah.
Time travel is a cool MacGuffin for one movie, but when you try to further explain it, you realize this makes no sense.
And then they multiversed it with the third one, which the third one did have a pretty decent ending because it was going to happen anyway. But then 4 came and everything was to shit. The one thing we wanted to see was the war, and then we saw it.
Yeah, and then everyone got mad, and it's like, well, what did you expect this to look like? Like, there's like 14 humans alive left. Like, what did you think this was going to be? Saving Private Ryan with robots in it? Like, no, dude. Like, the fuck? You think there's a whole bunch of outposts of human beings and Skynet is stepping on skulls in the first movie? You fucking stupid.
Well, not only that, but, you know, the thing is like, either way, they're going to try to make the first one relevant. That's what it's always been about.
Yeah.
And when you go through that extra mile of it, like, yeah, you're going to see that John Connor needs to meet up with Kyle Reese so he can send him back to the past. That's the whole thing. It's going to be that way when you're in the story dealing with the future regardless. That's just the way it's going to be.
You know, it'd be sick if you just picked a lady, like a random, like, fucked up single mom, and then you convinced her that you were that kid's dad from the future, right? And the coolest thing is that, like, you could be making it up, but as long as the robot's chasing you, you just convince some stupid little kid to, like, attempt to help you stop a machine war because he just happens to be really smart. You know, like, so you would have just gone back in time. They would have just handpicked Elon Musk when he was 8 years old. You know, and been like, hey, kid, I'm your dad. And he's like, what, you are? And he's like, yeah, in the future. And you're like, okay, cool. Like, by the way, I need you to risk your life from here on out to help me stop a bunch of robots from killing me because you wouldn't want your dad to die, would you?
Well, that's putting a lot of pressure on the kid, isn't it? No pressure at all.
But that's the concept.
Yeah.
You know, like, the real MacGuffin in the movie is they go on Maury Povich because Sarah gets a weird inkling, and then, like, Maury says, you know, whatever that guy's name is, Kyle Reese, you are not the father. And he's like, oh no. Right?
Well, it doesn't really... Well, yeah, but it also doesn't really matter considering that John's not even a relative factor in the damn thing. You know?
Yeah, when you really look at the long end of the storyline, they really just kind of said "fuck you" to John Connor.
Yeah. I mean, especially with Dark Fate. Man, when Dark Fate came around,
Yeah, I know.
that was it. I was like, okay, great. No more Terminator sequels. I get it now. Just like when
We don't need any more, man.
No, we don't. We really don't.
Dude, literally the first 2 movies explains the whole franchise, which means that if you beat the one in the second one, you don't need any of the other movies.
Not at all, and they're both the best.
The whole stakes, okay, if we beat the one that can like shapeshift, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the final version of the Terminator that they could make. It was the one that could literally be anything, and we beat it. That's the one that's the last-ditch effort to kill John Connor. We beat it. It's over. The world is saved. Haha.
Yeah.
Next movie, please. You know, like, now we can all just go to bed and, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the same thing with Predator if you think about it. Like, for some reason, they're still trying to reach and make that third one. What I can only imagine what that third one would have been if Kevin Peter Hall was still living. But, you know.
Oh, the funny thing is they made Predators. Or whatever that last one was with Olivia Munn in it.
Oh, yeah. It was Predators, then it became The Predator.
The Predator. Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of... You know, the thing about Predators was it had a chance to be good. You know?
The thing about Predators is I digged the concept. The concept actually made sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, they abducted a bunch of people. So they learned a lesson from the whole Arnold and like Glover situation. Like, a human in its element is very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back to this concept. We picked up a whole bunch of predators, and the audience gets to also get revealed what types of predator all these people are as the movie progresses, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of dope to me.
It was.
One of the sickest shots, and I know it's a bunch of complaints, but one of the sickest, maybe this is just like a comic book anime nerd in me.
No, go ahead.
One of the sickest, dopest shots in that whole movie was like Predator and the guy with the samurai sword facing each other. Like a Japanese assassin, isn't that what he was, or something like that? Some sort of hitman or some shit. That was super sick to me, dude.
Yeah. But you
Like,
see, that's the thing. That was that movie that nobody saw, though, you know? I mean, you and I saw it, but it's the public. You know?
Let's take that nugget of a concept. This cool one scene right here, right? This cool concept in this shot right here
Yeah.
is a movie. Feudal Japan era. Japan era. Where they have no technology but what they can make with their hands. This ninja assassin, Tenchu type character gets abducted. Lands on a planet full of predators, but he's in this hunting game now.
Yeah.
So, now it's Tenchu Ninja versus Predator.
Yeah.
How sick would that fucking be? With the whole idea of those ninjas being tree-falling assassins.
Yeah. That would be great, actually. And it takes us back to... God, it takes us back to the forest and everything. Yeah.
Yep. But
That
it takes
works.
us to the alien forest, right?
Yeah. That concept is really good. And not only that, it took them to a neutral planet. It didn't take us to where the Predator homeworld is. So.
Right. That's what I'm saying, is it could have taken you to some Earth-ish Planet X type place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is everything that Covenant wanted to be. God, that was shit.
Yes. Oh, look, man. From a mythology standpoint, I respect where Ridley Scott is coming from a storytelling, sane human being standpoint. That fool needs to fucking relax a little bit.
I mean, dare I say this, but he's still trying to make Blade Runner, right? Isn't that the thing? Isn't that what really made him prominent? There's some passion project out there he's trying to reach, and he's using the Alien franchise to do it, and that's not good.
Yeah, no. There's a whole other story he's trying to tell about, like, the roots of human civilization, you know?
Uh-huh.
And these, like, alternative histories and mythic concepts in how evolutions came to be, and, like, you know, X, Y, and Z, and these creatures you hear about in a bunch of religious texts, you know? Like,
Right.
and turning them into spacefaring civilizations to some extent. I get those parts. I don't understand what the fuck that has to do with aliens.
Not right now, no.
No. Like,
Shit.
I get if aliens was the end-all, be-all of this war that humans started by going to battle with their gods, technically, right?
You mean whatever the hell Prometheus was talking about?
But that's what I'm saying is, like,
Like,
shouldn't,
you
there, be
know,
a
like-
shouldn't there in one of these movies then be, like, a Hercules-type character? Right? Like, if all these gods, these Greek-looking aliens came down,
No.
isn't there supposed to be a fucking Zeus? Or a Hercules at some point? Like, where the fuck is that guy at in these movies? Like,
Bro,
Like-
look. When they did that second one and they wiped out the engineer's planet, you you knew there was nowhere they could go but down, right? You know what I mean?
that's what I'm doing. And it's the first, like, 8 minutes of the movie, and I'm thinking, okay, so what is the concept? And then it just turns into a survival horror movie.
And then
what the fuck?
And then somehow David's still alive and relevant and all that. This movie sucked ass, man. I hate it.
And then,
you know,
and then he murdered himself, but murdered himself because he convinced the other robot that, like, human beings do kind of suck, right?
right.
But you know he's gonna pull the cliffhanger of, like, well, he didn't really kill the other robot. The other one agreed to stay back,
Yeah.
you know, for the sake of watching over the species.
Look, I
You
love
know,
the
like-
idea of duality and self-identification as much as the next person. But that shit was on the nose. I'm sorry. You know, that's
Let's be
just
honest.
fucking lazy.
I know. And let's be honest. Ridley Scott at this point is just leaning his way back into making iRobot because
Yeah.
it's so David heavy now that it's fucking sick.
And there's no concept anymore. Like, I would have liked to see, like, where the Queen became the, you know, the hierarchy and all that kind of stuff. And
And
do
that's
they
what I was
really
thinking.
think-
That's what I was thinking. Maybe the original Queen was a little more sentient in her transformation. Like, I thought Shaw was going to become the Queen, like the
Yes.
first ever Queen.
Yeah.
And maybe we would have seen what happens when a human being can almost either give in to being an alien, right? Like
Yeah.
succumb or keep fighting it.
yeah.
Okay? Like, that should have been her. Like a Ridley mix the concept of, like, alien resurrection where she's also infected. But you know how in Alien Resurrection she never knew she was? Like, she never knew she was a mother
Yeah.
to an alien?
Mm-hmm.
That to me would have been super interesting.
Yeah, but that was also
Like-
Josh Whedon's writing, and well,
I know, but I mean just like the concept of this idea. Because no, actually David Fincher set up the idea where doesn't Ridley get infected and she throws herself into that lava pit, correct?
oh well, yeah, that's Alien 3. That actually,
and that's what I'm talking.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Where, like,
yeah, that one. Yeah,
where how
that-
Resurrection tried to take up that story point, but you could have done it with Shaw and made it very interesting and been like, this is the first Queen that probably might even still exist out there in the world.
There, thank you. Right there, that would have been. Oh man, that would have been brilliant.
And that is so big. They might all be sentient like an ant hive, right? Like how they all telepathically communicate almost from her command.
Yeah. And they do have to go through a mammal of sorts in order to become their other form
Right.
and stuff. So yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I don't know. But you
Like,
see how we
it's-
just spitballed a bunch of ideas that are
Yeah.
obviously by far more fucking interesting than just going, okay, well now, but this movie really ends on another alien fighting a ship.
Uh-huh. Well, you
And
see,
you're
not
like,
only
okay.
that, these movies became brands. They didn't just be
Yeah.
about movies anymore. And like at those times when you have your first, and you know this, you're really trying. But by the time that
Yeah.
sequel comes around, and if you decide to come back, it starts to become the Rocky 3 principle, where it's about how much am I getting paid, and what's in it for me, and where can we cop out, and everything's just a mess.
I think too, you know, what ends up happening, and you're right, when it becomes a brand, the scary thing is so Alien 3 isn't like cinematically fantastic by any means, right? But it is a David
No.
Fincher flick. And he
Yeah.
talks about the studio meddling from the get-go.
Oh yeah.
But I think the problem when you're saying brands too, people also only think of Alien, the concept, as being Aliens, the second one, where it's
Yeah.
a bunch of guys with guns fighting aliens.
Uh-huh.
So when David Fincher wants to take it back to more of like a body horror / like Michael Myers type concept in a prison, you know, and then you end up an audience now who's like, I want to see guys with guns fight an alien, though. You know, and now the studio even thinks that too.
Yeah.
The studio wants, the studio is maybe thinking, well, maybe this person can have a mech suit in it. And maybe the mech suit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, we don't want to do all that.
No, not at all. But, in David Fincher's credit, though, the man did just get off of a career of directing music videos to go ahead and spearhead a blockbuster, or anticipate a blockbuster like that. I got to give him respect for that. That's a lot of pressure to deal with.
The fucking crazy thing is right after that, the motherfucker makes 7.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
a
huge fuck you. A huge fuck you is like, oh yeah? What if you just let me do what I wanted to do on Alien 3 and I could have given you the 7 of Alien movies?
Yeah. So, yeah.
You know?
Sometimes it's just working with what you have, but that's the craziest shit, though. And not only that, I don't know. See, I love the second one, but don't get me wrong. Those guys that went in there with guns, only about 3 of them made it back. They didn't win. Yeah. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about when it goes like, oh man, the Xenomorphs can't stand up to these guns. I was like, okay, take a look.
Yeah, that wasn't the point.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the body count before and after, it's way off.
Oh, yes.
The ratio is broken, guys.
I mean, it was to the point where they had to drive off. I mean, Ripley had to go and pick those guys up. You understand? That's like dropping your kid off to fight at the arcade. He gets his ass kicked several which ways and be like, Dad, come get me.
And it becomes my issue, or two. I think after that, like I say this, and I kind of live by this when it comes to James Cameron movies. My favorite James Cameron movie, by far, because it knows exactly what it is True Lies.
Yeah.
Because it's James Cameron, like, embracing all of his James Cameron-ish things, and also letting you know that these big movies are just big cartoons. Let's be honest, like they're just
about right.
They're just big. Yeah. Die Hard's a cartoon, and not to say it's bad, but like the circumstances are cartoonishly huge.
I mean, Lethal Weapon's the same.
Yeah.
So, Which, by the way, Marco, you and I can remake Lethal Weapon.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now.
Shoot. Kind of hard.
We could remake Lethal Weapon, and then what we could do is we could have Tyler Perry be the chief.
Well, I was thinking we could have Space Force be the new guy.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Actually, you know what's funny about that, though, too? It's also my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie is Last Action Hero.
Yeah, Last Action Hero.
It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking commentary on the magic of movies.
Yeah.
Like, the movie doesn't have to be this big Orson Welles-ish story. The movie can be big and dumb and stupid, and you can still like it.
Yeah. Well,
the biggest... My bad. I'm about to go on a whole rant.
No. Do go on that, but like, put a pin in it though. Right here it goes. The Fast and the Furious are like that, dude. Like the one with Hobbs and Shaw. That was nothing but a big dumb movie, right?
And that's the thing. It's like, and you're either with it or you're not. I didn't watch it, but I'm not gonna sit there and shit on it. I know exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool to make fun of like maybe the original Fast and Furious movies because they were overly serious.
Well, yeah.
Like, ungodly overly serious.
But by the time they got to the 5th one, I mean, what else were you going to do?
Right. By the time that they're in Brazil and they're driving a giant bank vault, cars, and they're swinging into buildings and whatever, I know exactly what I'm watching. I'm not stupid.
Tonal change,
Thank you.
Yeah. And sometimes a tonal change is much needed, especially if you work with a new character, and like, that's okay. Like, say, like, if I made a movie and it dealt with me, but then later on the sequel comes out and I'm dealing with other people, so it's gonna change a little bit, and as it should.
Yeah. The biggest insult is when a big old movie tries to act really deep for no reason. Like, that was, I think, when we talked about like Mortal Kombat, that was the biggest insult to me to that movie. Right. It was like, dude, don't try to give me the power of love and shit like that right now with your daughter. Like, this isn't that movie, guys.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be at all. Matter of fact, when you
and then also not with how cheesy this fucking movie is. You know what I mean? Like, no.
I mean, when he's using his vibranium suit and he's managing to uppercut Goro like that, which when you know damn well that doesn't work if you played the games. But
all it does is make him stand forward, but he's still right in front of you.
Well, not only that,
unfair.
But as soon as you go up for air, I mean, he's already on your ass. Like, bam!
He's grabbing you. Yeah, he's grabbing you out of the air, and he's throwing you on the floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
the only time that ever did work was Mortal Kombat 4, and that was a game that, well, you and I probably played it because we like Mortal Kombat, but when, you know,
Mortal Kombat 4 was
that was that one where they started to step into 3D.
It was
An acquired taste, right?
It was an interesting time. I'll give you that.
It was an acquired taste, man. Don't,
Yeah.
ain't no right or wrong answers here, bro.
It's like everyone's talking about stuff, and then someone says Mortal Kombat 4, and everyone goes, "Oh, okay, all right." Everyone's got to be careful, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know I am gonna do a power play of that, right? You know that's gonna happen, right?
Mortal Kombat. Is that working on like? Can I play Mortal Kombat 4 like right now on my Xbox?
I'm sure you probably can find a way, but I actually have the game on N64.
Oh, sick! You have like the original version, one of the original versions of Mortal Kombat 4.
Yep.
You know what game they should bring back forever and ever is, well, first off, they should be bringing back Killer Instinct. Like, Microsoft needs to stop fucking around with that.
Oh yeah.
But Clay Fighter.
You know there was a thing for Clay Fighter to come back.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if it made money or anything, but there was a thing about them bringing that back. And Clay Fighter was awesome.
Clay Fighter was fantastic.
Oh, you know who was actually...
Surprisingly good
Go on.
mechanics for like what you thought was going to be like a throwaway silly game.
Oh, they gave a damn,
You know?
dude. Interplay didn't jump around at all.
Yeah, they weren't fucking around with that one.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if you played this or not, but Virtual Fighter is coming back.
I did see that. Yeah, I'm excited. I like
Yeah.
that game.
I got to see how much it's going to be and if there's crossplay involved because PlayStation owners, PlayStation Plus owners get it free.
Yeah, I don't. Look, man, I get all the Bethesda Doom games for free with Xbox Game Pass.
Well, so
I'm
do
not
I.
mad.
So do
You
I.
know?
I'm
And,
a multi-gamer. I don't know why the fuck I even thought I could ride that horse. But then again, considering it's me, why not?
Yeah, and it's funny. I don't really think in terms of what I think of like the console that most of my friends were on, and it's
Yeah.
usually been the Xbox, which is what kind of always made me choose one.
Yeah.
You know, like because most of the games, like the Call of Duties and the Maddens of the world, they're on everything.
You mentioned the brand, dude.
Ooh,
What you did.
sorry, Capcom, my bad.
All right, gotta jump back in. Punch him.
I'll say on my Magnavox.
Oh, that's
know?
good. Ain't nobody got no damn Magnavox anymore except, well,
Oh,
we
bro.
probably do.
I might have one somewhere.
No.
It's for funsies.
I mean, hey, look. Everybody's welcome here, even the Colicchio people.
Colicchio. Even like the Tiger Power Tablet players.
Oh, yo,
Remember
I gotta
those?
send you something about Tiger. You know, they're thinking about bringing us back.
Are they really?
Uh-huh. And then there's this site
I
where you
don't
can
doubt
actually
it.
play some of the games and stuff. So I'm gonna have to send
Oh,
that
shit.
to you. Yes.
Hey, this Edgelord guy is not that bad.
Nah, he's actually pretty good. Remy is all. Yeah, Remy.
Just kidding. I think I just suck. There we go. I don't even know how he plays. I have no idea what.
Well, once you get used to him, I think you know it won't even matter much. He's kind of like
Yeah.
You ever played King of Fighters before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like one of those characters. Which, by the way, that new one's supposed to be coming soon.
Dude, did you ever play Dragon Ball Fighters?
Yes,
At all?
love it.
That was fucking cool, man.
This
That
is
was
one
that
of-
was just a cool ass game. I can't
Yeah.
even lie. Just the mechanics of it and shit, and the
Uh-huh.
looks and the visuals. I've never had like an epileptic seizure before, but I thought I was gonna have one playing that fucking game. I'm not gonna lie. I was system overload on that shit. I was
that
like,
was-
yikes! There's a lot going on.
It's like being in the actual show when they do stuff.
Yes, it was distracting almost. Like I was getting my ass kicked for the first month playing it online because I was getting distracted by like the colors and shit.
Uh-huh.
Like I was like, wait, what's going on? I had no idea.
Well,
I
hey,
had
you
to
got it
zero
on
in.
the you got it on Xbox, right?
Yeah.
See, I got mine on PS4, so it's one of those kind of things.
So, man, see?
Oh, there's always some shit, man.
That's how they divide and conquer, man. That's mass marginalization right there.
Yeah, it is. Mass marginalization is just another way to keep us separate and nowhere near equal. There you go.
And over here, Nintendo was like, we don't do none of that. You either play it or you don't.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean? Like, and this console's still $300, so suck my dick.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about getting a Switch, you know?
I have one. I have a Switch.
Okay.
Pretty dope. I can't lie. I have a smile on my face if I Mario Odyssey. I do.
Hey, man. Nah, games are games, dude. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Especially with Mario. Shit, why not?
Yeah, it's yeah, I know. It's that thing too where it's like, yeah, I do want to play Mario Kart.
You know,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, fuck it, I'll play Mario Kart. And it's also my handheld. I can take it wherever the fuck I want.
Yeah. And when I get mine, you know, be able to hang out with you in
There you
Space
go.
Force on there. And
Yeah.
Vic, too, yeah.
I had this idea. See, I'm gonna give away all my fucking good ideas, dude.
You better
and it's gonna
not.
make me mad. I had this
not.
super dope idea. Never mind. I'm gonna keep. It relates to the Switch.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sure it's probably good, and I'm sure it's great, but you know, it's too beautiful for the world right now, all right?
It's like, and it's a literally like new concept of an idea for the Switch, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep. I need you to hold that in. Can you do that?
Yeah, I will.
That's what she
I'll
said.
hold it in. I might get a,
You know I was gonna get you one of those eventually, right?
I might get a UTI, but I'll hold it in.
Oh man. Oh wait, they still use those?
What?
I'm just kidding.
I was like,
I had to mess with you on that.
my genuine shock of like, they use what?
Oh,
my
damn.
God, yo.
You got to admit,
That
I
was
will,
good.
I will get
was
you
not
one of those.
expecting it. I straight up lost that match because the part of me went, what?
What?
I
Yes.
stopped for like 10 seconds, like, what are you talking? Use what? The fuck? Am I missing something?
Hey man, I just had to hit you with that. That's like it was too good.
I got one more fight in me, and
All right, we'll go for one more. Hey man, you know you can hang out all the time. You ain't gotta wait for like a formal event. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, I was gonna say, well, me and you got to talk about some potential business stuff for you.
Yeah, we do.
And if you got time tomorrow, maybe we can just jump on a just a quick chat even too, and just.
I'll see what I can do because I gotta cook tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna go all out tomorrow for Memorial Day?
Yeah, I got the grill master duty, dude.
Hey, dude, all good, all good. Sometime this week we'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
I want to help you out as soon as possible. So
Hey, and I look forward to it, man.
for sure.
I'll always appreciate your help.
Oh, dude, I mean, you know me. I think it's just not surprising. I mean, I'm very much down to fucking help.
Yeah,
You know, like
that's the
not
way.
surprising at all, actually. Yeah.
Speaking of which, you know something? Jams 25 is almost booked solid, dude. So I'm gonna have to put you on 26.
So I don't want to blow it up here.
You don't
Maybe
have
we
to.
we can do a hangout with Eric too. There's some stuff me and Space Force are talking about too.
All right.
By the way, so yeah.
All right, so that's something we're gonna have to do. Let's see. I wonder how Wednesday looks. Keep Wednesday open, okay?
Yeah, we gotta. I'm even down, dude, to even do some hangouts with me, you, and Eric. That'd be fucking super dope.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Also, my schedule's a little more fluid now. That I told that big gig I told you about. I finished up, so like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like pretty solid to and just jump on some hangouts, help you pump some content out, help you throw some up, whatever.
That'll work.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if anything, these game nights are kind of like our poker, isn't it? No, you know what I mean? Like, it's-
Yeah, kind of actually. Now that I think about it, it's all say a bunch of whole shit.
Yeah. Shoot, maybe next time we'll actually have a poker game. Talk that shit.
We could play solitaire.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Like, can we play like we should play dominoes? Is there like a virtual dominoes game?
I'm sure there is
Like, we
one
could-
on here.
We could totally go vintage. Just seem like a bunch of bitter fools.
Yeah, well, you never know, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that ends the stream right now. Just me and Marco chatting it up. I hope you could hear him. If not, yeah, you guys knew I was insane before I started. I'll see y'all later.
All right, y'all. All right, Jay. I'll catch you next time, man.
All right, man.
J360 Productions.
Hello J360 Legion, thank you for watching the J360 PowerPlay. We have more gaming content on this channel, whether it be Let's Plays, co-ops, fighting matches, hardware, and more. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more J360 gaming mischief. We also have the next episode linked to the right, the playlist to the left, and the main J360 Productions channel on the bottom.